Let's start. Last class I just finished the Rutherford model, Rutherford atomic model, the result of Rutherford atomic model. Okay, and what are the demerits of Rutherford atomic model? After that, I start what is atomic number, what is mass number, what is the difference between mass number and atomic mass, how what is the representation of element that I already completed. Today I will give you two very easy questions. Try to solve it. That one is the first questions regarding the calculations of the question is basically based upon the find out the mass number, atomic number, electron, proton, neutron. That's why. Okay, it's very easy questions, board levels. Complete the following table. Okay, first is this one is the particle, next mass number, then atomic number, then proton, electron, and last of all neutron. This all the stuff is given. Okay, the name of element is given. First one is a nitrogen atom. Second one is calcium atom. Third one is oxygen atom. Fourth one is sodium. Sodium atom. Okay. Now what is given? The oxygen mass number is given 16, 8. In this case, this is given 20 and neutron number is given 20. Here, this one is given 7, 7. Here, this is given 12 and this one given 12, 10. Now just fill up the blanks. This one, what is the value of this one? This one, this one. Just fill up the blanks. Solve it quickly. First one I am doing. Look, electron number, we all know that electron number for any atom, electron number always equals to proton number, and proton number, which is nothing but atomic number. Atomic number. And what is mass number? Mass number, which is represented by A, mass number is basically number of proton plus number of neutron. Now look, what is the value of electron number? Electron number is 7, so proton number is also 7, atomic number is also 7, and what is the value of mass number? 7 plus 7 equals to 14. Okay, any doubt regarding this part? Do you have any doubt regarding this part? Try to solve all the stuff quickly. I'll give you 2 minutes for that. Completed. What is the value for second one? What is the value for second one for calcium? Look, atomic number is given 20.
40.
Atomic number equals
Mass
very good.
number is 40.
And all the stuff is 40. Okay. This one is 40. And atomic number equals to proton number. Proton number equals to electron number. Go for oxygen. Solve it. Look, atomic number is given. Atomic number is equals to proton number. Proton number is equals to electron number. And what is neutron number? Neutron number is basically atomic mass number. A means mass number here. Mass number minus proton number. Mass number is 16. Proton number is 8. So this value is also 8. Okay. Now this one is very important questions because here electron number is given. And sodium, oh, this is sodium ion, not atom. Just correct this one. Now
Mass number is 23.
Mass number is for sodium, mass number is 23. Now how can you calculate? Sodium ion can be Na plus, can be Na minus. I don't know. Okay, can be Na plus. If this one is a Na plus, then one electron, that means proton number is greater than electron number because one electron removes. Okay, and if this one is a negative charge, electron number greater than proton number because one electron added. Now we all know that sodium is a metal, so it can easily lose electron. So it can easily lose electron. After losing one electron, it becomes Na plus. Okay, so electron number is given as a 10. So what is the value of proton number? Proton number is basically electron number plus 1. Why plus 1? Because one electron already removed. That's why proton number is basically 11. Mass number 12 plus 11 equals to 23. This one is 11. Any doubt regarding this part? Any doubt regarding this part? This part is clear. Easy, very easy stuff. Any doubt? Okay. Next, I'll give you another question. Another question regarding this. Again, the calculations of electron, proton, and neutron. This one is also easy questions. Second question. Second question. Second one is basically calculate number of electron, proton, and neutron in the following. First one is sulfate ion. Sulfate ion. What is the formula for sulfate ion? SO4 2 minus. Electron number, proton number, and neutron number. Okay. Second, phosphate ion. Phosphate ion. PO4 3 minus. Just a minute. There is something problem. Writing pad. PO4 3 minus. Third one, iron atom. Just give me 1 minute. iron atom. Fourth one, ammonium 4 plus ion. Sorry, ammonium ion, NH4 plus. Fifth one, chromyl ion. Chromyl ion. What is the formula of chromyl ion? CrO2 2 plus. Now, what is given to you? Sulfate. Sulfate means a sulfur and oxygen is present. What is sulfur? Sulfur, the atomic mass of sulfur or mass number of sulfur is given. You can say not atomic mass number is 32 and the atomic number of sulfur is 16. Oxygen 16 and 8. For phosphorus, this one is 31, 15. Iron, this one is 26, mass number 56. Nitrogen 14, 7. Hydrogen 1 and 1. Okay. Now chromium is 52, 24. Okay, I am solving one question. Look, how to calculate number of electron. Look, in this case, how many? This one is a proton number. This one is also proton number. Okay, and proton number equals to electron number. So number of electron for sulfur, that is 16. For oxygen, how many oxygen is present? 4. That's why I am writing 4. In one oxygen, how many electron is present? 8. And 2 negative. 2 minus means 2 extra electron present here. So what is the value? The value is basically, if you go through this one, 16 plus 32 plus 2 equals to 50. Any doubt regarding this part? Any doubt? Do you have any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. Now number of proton. Proton means again atomic number 16 plus in one oxygen atom 8 proton is present. Here 4 oxygen atom. So after calculation it becomes 48. Okay. Go through the neutron. Neutron number for sulfur. What is the difference between mass number and atomic number? For sulfur, that is 16. 32 minus 16 equals to 16. For oxygen, 16 minus 8 equals to 8. How many oxygen is present? 4 oxygen. The value is 48. Try to solve other. Okay, quickly. I'll give you 5 minutes for that. Second one completed. What is the value?
Yes,
Tell me.
sir. I
Tell me the value.
got 50 again.
Again, this one,
And then 47.
this one.
47, sir.
Very good. For iron, iron is very easy. 26, 26, 30. Nothing else. NH4 plus. Look for NH4 plus number of electron. How many electron present? 7. Plus for hydrogen, 1 electron. How many hydrogen is present? 4. Minus 1 because this one is a positive. So this becomes 7 plus 4 minus 1 equals to 10. Okay. For proton number, again 7 plus 4 into 1 is 11. Now what is the value of neutron number? Look for hydrogen, no neutron. No neutron is present. No neutron. So basically neutron number is 7. Okay, any doubt? Any doubt? This one 52, not 32.
No,
Any doubt?
sir.
For chromium, chromyl ion. Okay, chromyl ion first I am going for chromium. How many electron? 24. Plus for oxygen, we all know that. Already told you oxygen part given here already. Oxygen 8 electron is present. How many oxygen is present? 2 oxygen. 8 minus 2 because here 2 plus is present. 2 plus means removal of 2 electron. So what is the value? This value becomes 38. Okay. Now if you go through the proton number is basically 24 plus 2 into 8. It is actually 40. Now what is the value of neutron number? Go through the calculations. This becomes 28. For chromium, this is 28. Oxygen, this is 8. How many oxygen is present? 2 oxygen. So 44. Any doubt? Any doubt regarding this part? Up to that part is clear.
No, sir.
Next part is iso series. Iso series is very easy. You know all the part. Isotope, isotone, isobar, isoelectronic species, iso series. What is ISO? ISO means same. ISO means basically same. Same. So first one is isotopes. Isotopes. Now look in this case P is present. Look, P represent the proton number. Okay. This P means always remember isotope. Last P basically P is nothing but the proton. So isotope means number of proton are same. In this case, number of proton are same. So what is the definition of isotope? Element having same number of protons. Elements having same number of protons. Having same number of protons. Same number of protons. Same number of protons. Okay. Are known as isotopes. Here proton number means atomic number, that is same. Mass number is different. If the mass number is different, we can say A minus Z, which is nothing but neutron number, which is also different. Example for isotope, always remember for isotope case, the lower part is always same. The lower part is always same. Upper one can be different, but the lower part is always same. For hydrogen, we all know that this is normal hydrogen. Hydrogen 2,1, this is deuterium. Hydrogen 3 1, this is tritium. Look, in this case the upper one is same, proton number is same, atomic number is same, so they are isotopes. Oxygen, there are 3 isotopes for oxygen. Oxygen 16H normal, oxygen 17H is very rare, and another isotope which is also present, oxygen 18H. Okay, after isotopes, next one is isotones. Isotones, look here, n is present, n represent neutron number. Okay, so iso means same, n represent neutron number. So can I say element having same number of neutrons? Just a minute. This is basically hanging today. Elements having same number of neutrons. Neutron are called isotopes. In this case, Z is different, A is different, but remember A minus Z, the neutron number is same. Example, if you go through the example, potassium 1939, calcium 2040. What is the difference between these two? This one is 20, this one is also 20. Neutron number same. Okay, third one is isobar. What is isobar? Elements having same number of same mass number. Elements having same mass number. Same mass number. In this case, the upper part is always same. Here A is same, Z is different, A minus Z, which is also different. Okay, so example, go through the example. Example is argon 1840 or calcium 2040. The upper one is same. This is called isomers. Okay, any doubt regarding this three? This three is very well known for all of you. Next one is isodiaphers. That is a new term, I think. Isodiaphers, always remember neutron number minus proton number. This value is fixed. This value is same. They are called isodiaphers. Example, thorium 90 with 234 and uranium 238 92. In this case, proton number is 19. What is the neutron number? Neutron number is 234 minus 90. It becomes 144. Now, what is the neutron number minus proton number? This value is 144 minus 90. That is 54. Now, go for second one. In this case, proton number is 92. Neutron number is 238 minus 92. So it becomes 146. Okay, now neutron number minus proton number, 146 minus 92. This value is 54. Look, These two values are same. They are called isodiapers. Any doubt regarding the isodiapers part? Do you have any doubt regarding this part? This one is clear. Harshita, any doubt? Anjali, Disha, Avinya, Tanvi, any doubt regarding this part?
No, sir.
Okay. And the last one is isoelectronic species. Isoelectronic species. What is isoelectronic species? Atom or species. Species means ions. Okay. Species means any atom or ion. Their species represent any atom or ion. Any atom or ion. Isoelectronic means same number of electrons. Okay. So what is isoelectronic species? Species, that means atom or ions having same number of electrons. Having same number of electrons. Same number of electrons are called isoelectronic species. Okay. Example, Na plus, Mg2 plus, Al3 plus, neon, N3 minus, O2 minus, F minus. How many electron is present? If you calculate, 10 electron is present. So all are isoelectronic species. Isoelectronic species. Okay. Any doubt regarding this part? Next part is dual nature of light. Planck's theory. Dual nature of light. Now, we all know dual nature of light means light can possess two nature. Nature means first one is the particle nature, second one is the wave nature. Now, what is particles nature? Particle nature is the basically continuous in nature, and wave nature is continuous in nature. What is particle nature? This is discontinuous in nature. So light can possess two type of nature. One is wave nature, another is the particle nature. Where wave nature is a continuous and particle nature is discontinuous. Why wave nature is continuous? Suppose this height is 10 meter. Okay, I am throwing a ball. Here I am throwing a ball. This ball is I am throwing from top to bottom. Okay, and this value is 0. And I am throwing this ball again. This height is 10 meter. Try to understand this part. But here this one is basically, this one is 10, this one is 8, this one 6, this one 4, this one 2, and this one 0. Okay. Now look, suppose this one is a ball. So the ball is basically falling top to bottom. So after 10, what is the position of ball? 8, then 6, then 4, then 2. So all the positions, that means 10 to 0, all the position is not possible for this case. That's why this one is discontinuous. This ball cannot achieve position number 9 at these positions. This ball can stay. This is not possible. That's why all the position is not achieved. All the position is not possible for this case. But if you go through this one, look, the ball is falling. So 10, suppose this point is 10, this point is 9, this point is 8, 7, 6, up to 10. Here this point is 6.5. All the positions, in this case, all the position is possible. 0 to 10, all the values are possible. All values are possible. all values are possible. Here 0 to 10, all the values are not possible. Okay, only finite values. Only finite values. Finite values. And this theory is called quantization theory. It is quantized in nature. Quantized. That's why this particle, this represents the particle form which is discontinuous. Why discontinuous? Because only finite values are possible. All the values are not possible. And this is wave nature, wave form, which is continuous. Any doubt regarding this part? The wave, why waveform is continuous, why particle form is discontinuous? This part is clear.
Yes.
Okay. So just write it down. Light possesses dual nature. Light possesses dual nature. Dual nature. It has both particle as well as wave nature. Particle as well as wave nature. Wave nature. Okay. First form is a wave form. Which is, it is continuous in nature. And second one is a particle form. Which is, it is discontinuous in nature. Continuous in nature. Okay. Next one is why, what is wave? What is wave? What is the definitions of wave? Wave is basically transference of energy without transference of any matter. What is wave? Wave is basically the mode of transference of energy without transference of any matter. Okay. Just write down the definition. Now, what is wave? Wave is mode of transference of energy. It is a mode of transference of energy without transference of matter. Transference of matter. And it is two types. Only the name required. First one is the transference phase. Transverse phase. And second one is the longitudinal phase. Longitudinal phase. Okay. Okay. Any doubt? Do you have any doubt regarding this part? Next is general terms which is related to waves. General terms related to waves. Related to waves. What are the general terms? Suppose this one. Okay, I am taking this one. Now look, this part is called crest, and second one through. Okay, Now the distance between two consecutive crest or two consecutive throw, this distance, two consecutive crest or two consecutive throw, it is called wavelength, lambda. This lambda represent wavelength. Now all the definition, what is the unit of lambda, that I will do, wavelength. And this one, the minima or the maximum, this one, this is called amplitude. Suppose at a particular point, this one is a particular point, in 1 second how many number of wave can pass. It can be like this way, it can be like this way, it can be like this way, it can be like anything. Number, how many number of wave pass in a particular point in a particular second is called frequency. Okay, so there are, in case of wave, general terms of wave, first one is a wavelength, second one is the amplitude, third one is the frequency, then wave number, and what is the velocity. All the part is present and I will do all the part. Okay, next meeting ID password same, please join. Okay, join quickly. I'm ending this meeting. Okay.